evening, everybody. Welcome back to Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or
audio issues.
now with functioning audio. This is episode 13. Excuse me, Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which of course means we had to have something go horribly wrong, and this evening will end
Someone's
a murder.
I don't know.
Well, look at our audio equipment thought they were off today.
Yes.
You know,
The Wednesday.
we had to call them in. So,
No unions for you.
I need to set up a lightning prompt on the lights so that we can have like scary bickering. But now that all of that technical nonsense is out of the way, what you all actually came here for today is, of course, the recap.
Wild Witchlight. And we love here at Wild Witchlight, Rockelman.
I want to thank you for being a patron for 12 whole months. We really appreciate it. And we're
10
whole months.
And it's Twitch subscriber.
It's
Wednesday.
I swear they talked about this beforehand. It seems like they didn't prep, but they did.
Well, we prepped and then we had all the audio issues and then it was whoop.
But Rockelman's both a Twitch subscriber and a patron, so thank you for both, Rockelman. I hope whatever time it is in Australia, you're having a lovely Wednesday evening.
He has to go back to work soon.
His Wednesdays probably hasn't happened yet.
Well, it's
already
technically
happened.
Thursday for him right now.
So he's in the future.
He's from the future.
Yes.
Yes.
And he goes back in time to watch us and support us.
I'm not
That's great.
nearly drunk enough to comprehend that.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Somebody get him a glass of wine!
Well, all right. Well, we didn't do too much. We were just like poking our heads around this little tower. Oh, wait, we faced down the hag, Bavlorna. She's sitting there talking to her girlfriend, Charm, and they're like, they're doing their evil laughs. And so we try to get the drop on them. It doesn't work. So Cody just attacks. So we fight him a little bit. The witch bitch goes down. She had information she could have told us, but we don't care about information here. So then Bavlorna was like, oh, this isn't looking so good for me. So she ran and we had to run after her. And then eventually she was like, fine, I will banish myself. So she plane shifted away. Will we see her again? Hard to say, and Coulter won't tell us, so.
Twirly mustache, twirly mustache.
So then we went on back to the tower because we're hurting. We can't stop ourselves, though, from continuing to lurk through each of the rooms. We're looking for a head, for our boy Clapperclaw. So we found some vultures. We found a cat that was a taxidermy but then came alive again. Kind of a kooky character. Couple of potions. And then, oh, what's this? Percy's sneaking away. Kind of like, what's this over here? A kitchen? Oh, what's this weird being chasing vultures with a cleaver?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Recapitated.
Hey, the reason we can't level up.
I just want some sleep.
She's so tired.
Level 4. Right.
In the room that Percy entered, as a little reminder, this gore-spattered kitchen, a stout figure with a stained apron, iron boots, a crimson cap, and a bloody meat cleaver chases a pair of vultures around a butcher's block while the squawking birds fight over a scrap of meat.
Makes sense. Go back into the hedge, Homer. Like that? That was a mean joke. You didn't expect it from me. Okay, I'm done.
You are in rare for a second.
You got me the Wednesday crowd. I love it.
You know, it's funny because I now know exactly what meme you're referencing. When you said go back into the hedge, I thought of Over the Hedge, the CG animated movie with
That's a
Bruce
deeper cut.
Willis.
Oh, I thought
What?
I was thinking from World of Darkness, like throwback to the hedge with Mark.
Yeah.
So many meanings, and I meant them all.
She's got layers, ladies and gentlemen.
Like an
ogres?
onion?
Like ogres, yeah.
Could be
Like
a parfait.
A cake?
It was ogres that like onions.
Yes. I just watched that. Well,
Back to the kitchen, guys.
Well, has this thing seen me?
It seems presently to be occupied.
Chasing a vulture.
2.
2 vultures. Can I slowly back up and watch peek around the corner?
Yes.
Okay.
He's peeking.
As you watch from peeking around the corner, you see it finally get one of the vultures by its foot, pull it down to the table, and chop it off at the head as the other vulture gets the meat that it was fighting over and flaps out of the open window.
Guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Do I hear him?
Yes, Percy.
How far away are we?
Cleaver?
I don't have one.
As
Cleaver.
As Solstice loudly responds to you, he, with still the cleaver on the table, severed the bird's neck, looks up.
I always feel like. Sorry.
What you be wanting?
What?
The old bag want another meal?
Yeah.
Tell her it's poultry tonight. And he holds up the vulture as the legs still kind of kick around underneath it.
Percy, have you found the head? You walk in.
Yeah, there's definitely a head here.
Oh. Hello. Oh, he's not friendly.
You didn't tell me she was having company again, and he cuts the stump a little darker. Never has any consideration, and keeps cutting it more as it goes down towards the wings of the bird.
Good sir, we mean no hassle.
I'm assuming you weren't moving.
Well, if you mean no hassle, tell her to invite you back with some notice.
Well, we didn't exactly get invited.
I would probably scoot over.
You saying she doesn't want you here?
I couldn't say I'd know what she wants. She ran away.
And he just kind of sits back and leans against the counter. Slackjaw, Lorna, what are you doing now?
I like your
For a
gusto.
What?
Where's the witch?
Got a pet name?
She's gone? I'm assuming you guys are all moving.
Were you
Yeah,
friends?
I would have followed in.
Because she may or may not be very dead.
Dead?
Close to it?
This man is dying for some social interaction.
Or should not participate in.
He tries to walk past all of you towards the door leading back into the living room. And as he reaches the door, it's almost like he walks into an invisible wall. He stops and turns around. She ain't dead yet. It goes back over to the
Wait.
counter.
Wait, the witch or the hag? The witch.
That old bag, yeah, the hag.
Oh,
Slackjaw Lorna.
Yeah,
Eyes cutting it out.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Bavlorna. Yeah.
He starts to yank the feathers out of the vulture as he stands there, continuing to talk. There's the water when she gets back.
How do you prepare it?
Well, personally, I like to brine it for a few days, kill any of the mites on the inside, not the she mine. Freeze it, try and make sure it's good and dry for that lovely creature.
And if you were to prepare it in such a way for the people who were actively attempting to kill her, how would you prepare it?
Oh, I probably wouldn't prepare this at all. Damn thing's probably got parasites.
Because we've eaten nothing but crickets for days.
That's true.
They taste of your essence, and I love them.
I mean, they're nice.
That
I'm not
is-
complaining.
They taste of his essence, and I prefer not to talk about it.
Is there?
If she's not here, you can prepare your own damn meals. Welcome to
Fair.
You're welcome to the meat locker, and I don't care what you use in this godforsaken place.
Is there anyone else here?
Cross over to the meat locker.
This is what you are talking to.
It's a red cat.
Oh, hello. Shorter than I thought.
And she introduces herself
Oh.
as Bloody Toes.
Well met, bloody toes.
I'm Cody.
Hand covered in vulture blood. Shakes.
My name is
Bloody.
Nickade. Nice to meet you.
You make a good roast.
I'd prefer you didn't say that.
Well, start preferring something else.
What was your mother's name?
You know my mother?
I might.
Bloody Ankles.
Yeah, she says your manners haven't improved since you were a young lad. She told you long ago not to greet new creatures with whether or not they'd be a good roast.
If you met my mother, she would have already made you a roast.
Oh, must be.
You must be thinking of bloody shins.
My aunt? Always was a wacky type, that one.
Must be your aunt then.
Okay, well, thank you for your use of the kitchen. What is your role here? You just cook for the hag? How came you to be in her service?
Cook and butcher. Damn things got me here on a deal.
Ugh, they're good about that.
What was your deal?
You can't
What's
just
your
go
call?
around asking
I'm
people
sorry.
what their deal is.
Your deal. You ask people what is happening.
You can't just ask people what their deal is.
Children know that.
Sorry. What's your deal?
What's your
Gets
deal?
me. I love it. He told me I could finally sate and satisfy my bloodlust as long as I served her. Here I am as a fucking butcher.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, but no.
Damn enchantment won't even let me hurt you. I've been standing here trying to draw a blade this whole time. You see it happening?
I'll try and draw something. Like, what do I even have?
Here, hold up a knife. I'll walk into it. Will that work?
She raises the hand and then starts to move it to her belt, but it won't go past her midsection.
I will dramatically fall near her. I am faking being harmed by you. Ah!
Oh. She reaches over to the counter and wipes some of the blood off and wipes it on your vest. That feels nice. Haven't seen bloody guest in a long time.
Curse you and your siblings / other family members.
Percy, do you think Cody's hitting on
This might be you.
Okay.
Well,
Are there other people here?
what do you call? What do you count? What do you mean by people?
Are there other creatures here other than the hag and yourself that have,
Sentience.
yeah?
Want to make a trade?
I think it's probably time we just left, right?
We gotta find Clapperclaw's head.
Yeah, we can't leave.
Well, and if Bloody
What do we have
Toes
to trade?
Have more of this tower to explore? Have we explored everything?
No, we have
We have a
more.
lot to explore.
Okay.
You have only been in about half of this floor, and you know that there were stairs leading up.
Yeah, so we move on to the next room. Or actually, we should probably check this room for the head. Gourds can be found in kitchens sometimes.
Is there a head in here? I mean, aside from the vulture head.
She was in the process of holding up the vulture head
Ah,
and then sets it back down.
yeah.
Have you seen a gourd anywhere?
Have you cooked a gourd?
She doesn't do vegetables or green
I-
things.
I feel like
I would just like to remind everyone that his head, Clapperclaw's head is a skull.
No, it's a gourd.
No, it's a skull with antlers.
It's currently a gourd
Oh shit.
because he lost his stag's skull.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it's also ironic that I've made that mistake in every episode except this one.
You convinced me.
I'm sorry. Have you seen a stag skull anywhere?
Not since last time we had venison.
mm,
Oh,
I
sorry.
mean,
is this the only room that you're allowed to be in? Can you go anywhere else in the tower?
as like a demonstration, she walks over to this door over here, cannot open it,
Oh,
but then walks over to this one, opens it,
okay.
and a gust of cool air comes out, and she steps inside and steps back out,
Oh,
closes it. About the extent of it, aside from if I'm intentionally going to the dining room. There has to be intention.
Question. If you were to deliver us food outside of the hut, within the purview of your duties, would that then release you from your obligation?
Unlikely.
Just curious.
But if you kill that old bag, it would.
Well, she seems to have crossed into another plane of existence, so it's going to be at least 6 to 10 business days before we can kill her properly.
She does that.
I wish she wouldn't.
I turned to Nikkei. I still want to know what his deal is.
Maybe we ask in some other way.
Percy's gonna pull off one of his earrings and
She narrows her eyes, looking down at it. Takes it. Stabs the dead vulture a couple times. Okay. And then reaches up to her ear and without a hole stabs it through and seals it.
Oh.
Are you to be married now?
God, I hope.
All right. There
Is
are
that
some
what
other
that
things
means?
in here.
Okay.
Now that you've completed
Uh-huh.
an
Uh-huh.
exchange of goods for
Uh-huh.
services.
Uh-huh.
Dead birds in the taxidermy room. Dead cat in the apothecary cabinet.
Okay.
2 of her little frog fellers in the dining room. That's everything on this floor except for that feller out there that I'm going to be butchering in the next week. She points towards this door here.
Is that where the vultures were?
That's they came in through this window, and then there's also a door on the other side here.
I'll go open that door.
I was gonna say, can we move in a little bit and see a little more of the room?
3 large iron cages hang from wooden beams that extend out from this balcony over the lake below.
Mm-hmm.
Trapped inside one of the cages is a smiling satyr.
Sexy goat man!
Hello there, he says.
I had a vision of you
Oh,
in a.
I wish I
River.
could. I'm glad I can't say that's the first time I've been told that.
Your confidence is strangely off-putting.
I take it you're here to rescue me.
No?
Ha, well, it's not you, somebody else will. And he just kind of sits back, seemingly contented. Vansel, if it ever comes up.
My love, I found the sexy goat man from my vision.
Hello. Do we need to get him out of this cage?
I don't see why not.
It isn't another one of those magic cages. Is it a magic cage?
Oh, it is a magic cage, but I mean,
How did we open the last magic cage?
you look
I'm
sturdy
pretty sure
enough
the
to
cage-
get it undone.
I have known to get things undone.
Or if one of you is a thief, that would also work.
Close enough.
Have you seen a skull anywhere?
Skull. Well, out here I've mostly seen waves. It's actually been lovely. The smell could improve.
Okay. Is there anything else alive here, Mr. I'm sorry, ma'am, lady?
Bloody toes.
Bloody toes.
Not on this floor, but if you go upstairs, she's got some more of her little creations, if you can call those damn things alive. They don't got no blood.
How attached are you to murdering this satyr?
What?
She's not here. He's not dinner yet.
Okay, so it wouldn't be offensive or out of the question to save him.
I don't know if I've been clear about this. And she tries to reach for her knife again.
No. I'm not saying you would try and kill me. I just don't want to be rude. If you really want to kill this man, I don't want to.
I want to kill all of you.
If I were to attack you, could you then defend yourself? Because I would love to give you the opportunity to try and kill me.
It's never happened before.
I try to open the cage. Right?
Okay, are you going to make a strength check? Or
Yes, I
Okay.
guess
Go ahead
so.
and roll athletics.
He
then.
seemed to believe in me.
Actually, streaming?
Oh boy.
Are we just recording? Oh no! We're having a great time. It's recording though, right?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay.
I'm gonna start streaming then.
Okay, go ahead. Hey everybody. Just we're very sorry.
Funny story.
We're professional.
We had audio issues in the very beginning, and we had to restart to get those fixed. And apparently, the way that I have the buttons programmed to do these things did not turn on the streaming, so you've missed a little bit. Just to give you, do you want to do a recap of the last 20 minutes? I'm so sorry. I can do it as well.
I'm trying to... So we talked to this weirdo Redcap who was killing vultures, and she was very unpleasant. She wanted to kill us, but she's under some sort of enchantment where she can't hurt us. She's glad the hag is gone, although annoyed that the hag's not dead. She does not care about the witch. And so we're like, okay, cool. So then we go into another room, and now we're talking to Vansel, a fancy satyr. And I rolled a 24 on my athletics check to get him out of this cage.
As you start to pull the bars open, you can see him beneath you going, "Your name, your name, your name." And, you hadn't told him yet, so he's just.
Well, after he said that bullshit.
And you are able to pry them open just enough. And as you get them like to the point that he can fit through, he climbs out over you until he gets onto the balcony. And then that was fantastic. I knew my luck would change.
Stupid magic. I kicked the cage out the window.
You'll have to excuse me. A band of your folk stole my clothing and, well, landed me here. But I knew it wouldn't be long before things turned around.
I will point out that he's wearing the bloody blue scarf of that guy.
Oh,
They've been dealt with.
perhaps it might be of an overreaction, but
I
to each
don't
their
think
own.
so, but I respect your opinion.
I mean, they did try to murder us.
They did.
They tried to feed me to the hack.
There you go. That means you were the best thing that they got that day.
Fitting. Well, shall we?
Is this what it's like talking to me? Very annoying.
So how naked is he?
He's learning.
He's not wearing. So basically, if I don't have a good
That's a
picture of him because the picture.
He's PG naked. How's that?
Gotcha.
Yeah, the picture of him is clothed.
I'm just wondering if I need to, like, do we have?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
handsome.
Mr. Satyr Man.
But
Handsome.
so basically, he's just shirtless because he's fuzzy from like the
Sure.
hip stamp.
Sure.
He's Donald Ducking it.
It's just a slight popping sound as he walks into the kitchen and then sees Bloody Toast, kind of shifts a little bit and stands closer to Solstice.
I don't think she can hurt you.
You're not dinner anymore, so she does the same thing again. Oh, thank goodness. Well, this one might be frightening.
It's true.
I take it you killed the hag.
He got away.
We almost did.
We tried.
Shame.
Percy put in a grade A effort.
I tried. What? Where are we gonna find this head thing?
Bloody toast, if I were to say you can have me for dinner, could you then try and kill me?
Why?
I don't decide the menu.
Who does?
Slack-jawed lord.
And her guests?
Okay, I go to the door.
Wait. I might need you if she tries to kill me.
The dining room door. Or the door that he said the two frog people were through. Was
That was
is
the
that a
dining
door
room.
that
Mm-hmm.
we've been through though?
So the door here, when she opened it before, there was a blast of cold air that came out. The door here leads out to
Can
the
you
balcony
not
that you just
reveal
came
the
from.
rooms as we've seen them?
Oh, you know what it is?
I'm having a really hard time seeing.
Yeah.
I know what it is. It's because the only light source in this room is this window. So let me give you another light source so that you can see something.
And then can we see the rooms we've already been in
There you
too?
go.
Or
Okay,
Or-
much better.
That was dynamic lighting, no?
that's
Okay, so
What if
then
they change?
so the dining room is that way. Okay.
and then she was here.
And I'm pretty sure that
Blast of
here.
cold air.
And I'm pretty sure the two that were in the dining room joined her in the study because we saw them, but we've been in the dining room twice now. We haven't
Right.
seen them again.
Oh, okay.
So our only recourse is really to go upstairs. Are you leaving immediately, or do you have time for a nightcap?
Are you talking to? What are you talking
The
to?
satyr.
Vansel.
Oh, I'm staying with all of you. I'm not gonna wander around this place on my own.
I mean, our dance card is rather full. We met this particularly amorous bullywug, but I mean, we.
Frog folk are less my speed, but it would be a fantastic story. Perhaps I'll write a ballad.
We're gonna
To
need
Your
really big
amphibious
bags.
love.
Are you a bard of some sort?
Oh, all satyrs are bards of some sort. And he sort of leans into you when he says it. Well,
Next door.
I am truly at your mercy. Take me where you will.
Who?
Which door are you going to next? There's the
You look-
one north, the one
feeling
east,
puzzled.
and then the one west, and then the one down this hall west.
I say we go upstairs. If the skull's going to be anywhere, it can be on the floor we haven't looked in, right?
Well, there's half of this floor we haven't looked in either.
I'll pop through the door that's
So
right
I would
near
like
me.
to, go to whatever room is next that we haven't looked in this floor.
How can you guys see that okay, or is that still dark?
It's pretty dark.
I mean, like the room that we're in is fine. Just we
Yeah.
can't see anything else.
There we go.
Oh, but although, do we need to investigate this room for the skull just to make sure? Or can we hand wave that? Is it in here, Coulter?
This room, like, as far as kitchens go, it's very open, so you can just see stacks and stacks of dirty dishes, some of them falling out of the sink, lots of carcasses in the midst of being butchered, which is what drew the vultures, but no closed cabinetry.
Okay. So yeah, let's move on.
This room contains dozens of pickling jars on wooden racks. Most of the jars are filled with pig snouts, toads, small birds, onions, mushrooms, and other cooking ingredients. One of the jars contains a campestre.
I'm
A
not
what?
familiar with that word.
It
A
contains
campestre. That's what I heard.
this little dude.
Ah!
I run up to it.
Stop.
It's
Stop.
as you get like close to it and look into
No.
the jar,
Don't.
it
Don't.
smiles at
Don't.
you
Oh my god.
and kind of wiggles back and forth.
Are you okay?
I start jumping up and down.
I'll pick up the jar.
Free him immediately.
I'll open the jar. I can.
If it tries to kill us, it's going to be the most adorable thing.
As soon as you open the jar,
All right,
it
friend.
flops out onto the ground
I'll try and
and
catch
just
it.
kind of wiggles to shake itself off as it kind of splatters you with some of the pickling liquid that it's been in.
I'm gonna crouch
and
down.
bursts into an excited song in a nasal falsetto, obnoxiously loudly as it sways in your hand.
Is it in Sylvan?
It is not in a language.
Oh, okay. Are you capable of language? I say in every language I know.
It looks at you and happily continues to just sing at the top of its lungs.
I'm gonna pat it on the head.
And that's when she was poisoned.
So should we leave him here? Can he survive in this room? Or do we need to rehome him down on the ground?
We could eat him.
I was gonna say.
Well, I'm just saying, he said we could eat anything in the kitchen.
Who are
And I put it on my shoulder. It's like, all right, enough singing. On my shoulder.
And it does not stop. But it does kind of sway on your shoulder, and then it just leans against you, and then continues to belt out that direction.
Is it at least like nice? It's like
nasal falsetto.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, no, we should eat it.
How actually loud is it? Can I get a demonstration?
It'll blow out the speakers.
Which we do regularly as is.
Yes.
It's loud.
Okay.
Maybe back in the jar.
Investigate this room.
We've gotta have something more comfortable for him. Her,
We?
you.
It?
I'll set him on the ground again.
Jildra, how emotionally attached have you gotten to the screaming mushroom?
As you
I cannot guarantee I won't step on him on the ground.
Okay.
I grab the jar and I just present the jar.
as you set it down on the ground, it stops.
No. Okay.
And just
Especially
kinda
now
looks
that
up.
he's not making noise.
It's just vaguely sort of bouncing in place, not leaving the ground, but it's like it elongates and then squishes, and elongates and then squishes.
I crouch down again. And I will just like gently like doughboy kind of poke it.
As you poke it, it smiles all big and puffs spores.
Oh! Oh, do I know what the spores are?
Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Okay, well, just so you know, I have advantage against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep. So, wisdom save
Yes.
8.
It doesn't like hurt or anything, but you are incapacitated and your speed is halved.
Oh shit!
Incapacitated. What is that?
So am I
with
knocked
that?
out?
And she's already.
Let's find out, because
Oh,
the
probably gonna get
the speed is halved thing was where I was like, I thought incapacitated was like nothing, but it just means you cannot take actions or reactions.
Yes.
You can walk around.
Okay.
I put the jar over the mushroom person thing.
As soon as you put the jar over it, it starts swaying and singing again, but it is heavily muffled by the jar.
Okay. And Jeltra looks comatose.
She
or-
looks a little sleepy, and like it's hard to focus on what's around her, but she can like stand up and
I'm a little drunk, apparently.
I kind of like offer both my hand paws. I'm assuming shorter than you.
Yeah,
Okay,
a little
you're
bit.
gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. And thank you.
Can someone make a roll to determine how long this will
When-
last?
when you get close to it again, it just grins really big.
let's go Purify and say, I think she's gonna die from falling down the stairs, not from poison.
What? Okay.
And I'm gonna pat the top of the jar like I'm trying to pat its head.
It does a little like wiggle at that.
This place is nice.
So can I make like a nature roll to determine what this is, or
Yeah.
like how I can help her? Nature +2, 19.
Okay, so you recognize from all of your travels with the circus and all the different realms that you've gone, it is a campestry, which are happy-go-lucky mushroom-like creatures with few worries or cares.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that.
They are captivated by music, though they can't distinguish a well-played performance from a bad one.
Oh, that's nice.
If anyone plays an instrument or sings in the campestry's vicinity, the little creatures will happily sing along, each one in an obnoxiously nasal falsetto, as they dance and caper around whoever is making the music.
Paper.
They can easily imitate lyrics and music, and after they practice a song or piece from music for 3 or 4 times, they remember it forever. And you know that when she poked it, it expanded spores,
Sure.
which have incapacitated her and halved her speed for 1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay, that's not bad. All right, I think she'll snap out of it soon. So let's finish searching this room.
I try and recreate the song that it was singing, just like humming it while I'm sitting there looking at him.
As soon as you start, it like stops and listens,
Aww, so cute.
and then it starts swaying with
Joshua.
you.
Huh?
Joshua, instead of that, I try and teach it a really dirty song. Can I make a performance check?
Yeah.
I don't
Although
think I know that one.
it won't know if your performance is good or bad.
This is gonna be funny, probably.
20.
Gonna make a
Oh.
The bodiest song that you ever have heard coming from Eberron. There are names for body parts not existent on this plane, but you just know hearing them that they are meant for heinous things. And after repeating the first verse twice, the campestry joins in with its nasal falsetto.
In the jar. In
Yes,
the jar.
yeah, repeating each of the words until it can match what you are singing.
Percy's blushing face.
I get the satyr's attention. Like,
I have to say, I love that song.
They're being very dirty and inappropriate.
I've noticed.
I'm taking that song home. If you don't want the little mushroom fellow, he would make a fantastic prop for telling this story.
But he's so cute. His name
you
is
should
Winkle.
definitely stay through the night, and then I can teach you a lot of things that mushrooms are good for.
What is the name? I mean, soup, stew. But we're not going to do that to you, are we, Winkle?
A rather clunky metaphor, but I think I catch your drift.
Metaphors are hard because I have to not say anything untrue in them.
Deal.
Sure.
Oh, that adds such another layer to the story. Do you all have deals? Is that why you're here? Deals?
Oh, yes. I think I have 2.
More like lost items.
I'm going to dine out on this for a month.
You cannot eat circumstances.
Yes, but if I tell a good enough story, I won't be paying for my meal.
So we're not eating the mushroom?
We're not eating the mushroom.
I don't think we're eating the mushroom.
I may
Like a
have
minute
ruined. I may have ruined him.
The satyr takes the lid from the jar and scoops carefully, twisting it in. Now, though, no longer trapped in pickling juice, the mushroom seems happier to just continue to sway in the jar as it's muffled. And the satyr opens Percy's bag and shoves the jar inside, muting it further till you just hear a little... And after a few moments, the mushroom seems to tire itself out, and the body phrases drift into silence. I don't think they need air. He opens the bag.
I mean, it was living inside of pickling juices.
That's true.
They like salt.
Me too.
Well, he seemed like a fun guy.
That was the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Cute. Thank you.
Percy would like to take a few minutes to virtually cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Actually,
Sure, yeah, have it up and running. In this room, nothing is glowing. All the pickling things are pretty natural.
I just realized walking through Hag's house that might be useful.
In the kitchen, there is a faint glow around Bloody Toes. There is a strong light coming from that north door.
Is what?
Yes,
Yeah.
and then another light coming from this door, but not quite as strong.
Wait, which north door? The left or right?
This one. The center. There's 3 north doors, apologies.
Oh yeah, I guess. I open that door.
I'm gonna keep putting torches in rooms and it'll be all cool all the time.
Watch out the come party. Whatever is gonna learn the song.
The room is freezing. Chunks of frozen meat dangle from the ceiling on hooks and chains. Along the walls, more meat is stacked in piles on metal racks. A small frost-covered wooden coffer sits in the middle of the floor. The cold seems to be radiating from it, as does the bright light of your detect magic.
Magic freezer.
I mean, would we have a concept of a freezer outside of
I
that?
was
I guess
wondering.
not.
An ice box, maybe, but no.
Can
Magical
I?
coldness.
But where would you get the ice to put in the icebox?
Magic.
Oh, that makes sense.
Or mountains.
I mean, if we take another few minutes, I can figure out what this cold thing is.
It's keeping the meat cold. It's a mini winter box. What do you need to figure out?
I mean, maybe it's useful.
It appears to be frozen shut. Small chest.
I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna leave the room.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'll open this door.
The blinding light recedes as you turn from the chest. You do hear a
Ah!
and it fades as the door closes.
Are boxes supposed to have heartbeats?
I've
No.
never heard one.
No? Was there? We
I
should
mean-
open that.
Mushrooms aren't supposed to say those words either. It's been a weird day.
That is true.
Inside the bag. And the meeting swim line.
I'm gonna go back in the room and go to the chest.
I'm gonna go in too.
As you approach it, now you both can hear.
Percy, you think you can get in there, please? And I touch your shoulder and guidance you.
It's frozen.
I don't know, just take
Burning
guidance.
I try to open it.
Okay,
I
go
have
ahead and
cold resistance.
make a strength athletics check.
Thank you, Solstice, as I give you guidance.
Not great.
That's so cocked. Look at it. Look how cocked that is.
12.
It's you are able to, as you like slam a fist against the chest, it cracks the ice, and with just a little bit of effort, it pries open, and the inside of the box is also encrusted in ice, and on what appears to be a frozen pillow sits a beating heart.
Okay,
I'm really
that's
glad.
that's weird.
I'm really glad nothing came screaming out of that box to attack you.
Yeah.
Have we heard anything about something like this before?
I
It
don't
just
think you
makes
have.
me think
Bloody Toes, what's
Um,
it doing? Which
like magic fairy tale type stuff. Like that.
Mhm.
What if this is the hag's heart? Why would she leave it here though,
What if
unguarded?
It's inside of ice, but we can see it.
Oh no, it's sitting on top of a frozen cushion.
Can I? I'm gonna look at it and look at everybody, and then I'm gonna take my dagger out, hold it above it.
I don't know. What if it's
I'm opening this door.
so?
Which
So Hank has made this connection, but I don't know if Percy would make this connection. Percy's smart though, right?
Bloody Toes?
Keep in mind, you're probably the smartest person in the party.
Yeah. What isn't one of the? Do we know that one of the regions is frozen? Like, do we know that Jan is frozen?
Probably not.
you haven't been able to see anything else. Where you are is swampy, and every other realm around it is just covered in like fog.
So, like, ice means nothing to us.
No.
There's a great Elton John song about cold, cold heart.
Y'all destroying the gift?
What is
What
that?
gift?
What?
Gift.
Lorna brought it from one of her exploits. Don't know where the damn thing came from, but it keeps it cold.
I'm gonna sheathe the dagger then. We should probably take this with us.
Ow.
Wha-
Mhm. I'll peek my head through the door. It's
You
very
are-
unsettling.
You are no longer.
Incapacitated.
Yes.
Oh, good.
I give you some water. Be
Holding,
careful when you're poking random mushrooms.
holding the heart.
You would think my mother's like
Growing up in the woods, I would think you'd know
No,
that.
it was too cute, and it just overtook me.
Hey, you're back. As I'm holding a beating heart.
What?
It just continues to beat in your hand.
Hey,
Is it-
can't you tell whose heart that is with your spirits?
Can I?
Go ahead and make a spirit roll for me.
What's the modifier for that?
So that is going to be you're a charisma based caster, correct?
Yes.
So go ahead and make a performance check.
If it helps any, we always used to do insight for Rishan.
Yeah, but Birchen's insight was because he was more wisdom based and we're using the cards to tell us things. I don't know if his insight's going to be as good as his performance.
You could do persuasion to persuade the spirits given the information.
That's also what. Feel free to roll performance or persuasion.
All right.
And then insight to decide if you believe them.
Can I use luck even though I don't have it? Seriously? I rolled a 2, which gives me a 9.
Damn.
A spirit on your shoulder leans down and whispers, I hear a flute. And then just kind of wishes away.
A flute? A
And the
flute?
voice was not familiar.
Something? I don't recognize the
Wicked
voice.
this way comes.
Somewhere, something wicked this way rides. Says a flute. They heard a flute. Does that mean anything to anybody?
I don't have a flute. Wait. I have a flute.
Have we heard something about a flute? I feel like we've heard something about a flute.
I don't think so.
Actually, I
flute?
do. I do have a flute. I play the flute.
if
You're right,
he-
thank you.
As he's
Just been so
taking it
long.
out of the box, is it still beating at the same
Mhm.
intervals? Okay, do we... So if we take it, do we need to take the cold box too?
That's what I don't know. Can I make just like a...
Is it freezing your
Medicine
hands?
Yeah, you can make an insight check. Insight or Arcana.
That's a 16.
It from what you can see and what you've learned about these, the magic that's in this place so far all seems to be based on hag deals. So it's not like it's powering something or being preserved by cold. Whatever is keeping it beating has to be tied to whatever deal put it here.
Okay. It seems like the cold doesn't have anything to do with keeping it alive, but that hag deal, someone made a devilish deal.
It is cool, but it is not like harming your hands to hold it.
And I'm still holding it. It doesn't hurt my pads.
Okay. I'm just not sure what we should do with that.
Is the chest that it was in, is it like able to be picked up and carried, or is it gonna like weigh me down?
It is bolted to the floor.
I'm gonna
Just wrap it in a handkerchief and put it in your back pocket. Try not to sit on it.
I will take off the blue scarf and wrap it in that.
Okay.
And then I will
The
bring my bag
goes to
forward.
just a
Okay, I'll bring my bag forward and I'll put it in there.
Okay.
And just kind of then keep my bag more in front and protected instead of behind me.
Okay, you have a beating heart.
That would hopefully be my second beating heart.
All
Can
right.
you hear my heart? Sorry, can you feel my heart?
As you're doing that, Cody is opening the door to the right of the room that you are in, which is a fantastic choice. The flight of stairs runs along the outside wall of the cottage, with wooden doors at the top and bottom of it. A rickety railing hugs the edge of the staircase, which looms above the foggy lake. A steady droning sound comes from a shadowed corner above the corner at the top of the stairs.
Perception.
Go ahead.
Percepting.
10.
Percepting.
You can see down below that the last couple steps are rotted through and not capable of supporting weight.
Mhm.
And also, as you look up, there is a wasp nest above the doorway.
Yeah, but wasps love me. Animal handling. Animal handling.
Are you gonna roll animal handling? What are you doing with it?
I would love to, if it's possible.
What are you trying
But like,
to do?
but what are you? I'm confused as to what
are you-
are you
how
trying
are
to
you
like reach
animal
up and take the nest?
Are you
No,
gonna
I
do
just
like
don't
in
want
those
them to
videos?
sting me.
Like
They
in those
don't- they
videos
haven't
where
reacted
just
to you
grab it
yet.
and-
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. I thought they were attacking me. So
Oh,
that's why
no.
I was like, animal handling.
They have not reacted to you.
Oh, oh, oh.
It's magic.
No.
I really wish we had slapped you guys.
Right?
Are you like closing the door, or what are you doing?
I found a stairwell.
It goes
Oh.
down.
It goes down, though. Not
Yes.
So do I feel like this goes back to somewhere we've been?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I just close the door.
Okay.
Where does that go?
As you close the
as
door,
I close the door, I whisper gently at the wasps, sorry for disturbing.
all right. So there is now only one door in this room that you have not been through yet.
To the
This
door.
one you haven't. This door leads back into the library.
Wait, which door haven't we been through?
This one.
Let's
Which
go.
one?
Dynamic lighting is difficult. I'm trying to show you, but it will not let me. Like there. That door you have not.
Oh.
Look at the
Ah,
little
gotcha.
turkeys.
I thought that went back to the dining room.
The Bloody Toes did say that through that door you can get to the dining room.
Yeah, so we just need to go upstairs. Let's just go upstairs.
Okay.
Nikkei, are you done organ harvesting?
Does anybody poke their head in that room to double check, or going straight upstairs?
Percy would, yeah.
Just real quick.
Checking the last room. Hmm.
A contraption made of entangled copper tubes connects to a pot-bellied boiler and a dozen cylindrical containers, which in turn sprout even more tubes that feed into buckets. Barrels are clustered in the southeast corner, and a work table in one corner of the room has bits of copper and metalworking tools strewn across it. Light filters through the green diamond-shaped panes of glass set into the window.
Detect magic would still be up.
The big pot-bellied still in the middle does have a faint glow of transmutation.
This place just gets stranger and stranger.
Are you?
What'd you find down there?
And if you poke your head through the door at the top here, it goes back into the dining
I don't know what this is.
Go ahead and roll intelligence, and you can add a proficiency for either tinkers or smith's tools.
Tinkers.
Are there any organs in there?
You need more.
16.
No, I just don't have all the pieces. To the
It's
puzzle.
a
That's
still
cool.
for brewing alcohol, and based on some of the raw materials strewn about and the smell of the room, it looks like it's a mushroom-based alcohol.
That's what that mushroom is. Is there any of the alcohol there?
There are barrels that seem to be filled, and there's a couple. Most of the little like glass vials are empty, but a couple have dripping into them of this sort of yellow-brown translucent liquid.
Hmm.
I kind of want to take some to barter with. Could I get a couple of vials if I like reached into one of the barrels?
Yeah.
Okay.
It stinks
Ugh,
like death and rotting mushrooms.
I would not drink that.
Cool.
But yeah,
I'm not trying to drink it. I'm trying to trade it.
however many vials you have, it's easy to fill.
Okay.
All right,
All right, to the stairs.
to the stalls. I forget that there's 2 Percys because there's also a Cosmo.
That's
Mhm.
What order are you going up the stairs in?
We'll go first.
You notice Vancel sticks fairly close to all of you as he continues to eye Bloody Toes, walking half backwards to keep her in his vision as you exit the room.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, you killed the Darkling too.
The doggy.
To be honest, you're the first person we haven't tried to kill that we've come across in here.
Well, we didn't try
Well.
and kill Bloody Toes either.
I have to say, I do appreciate that. I'd rather like being alive.
Or Winkle. We didn't try and kill him like that.
That's untrue. I did try and negotiate with her so she could attack me,
Oh.
which would have led to her dying.
Okay, so what order are you going up the stairs in?
Solstice, me, Geltra,
Mm-hmm.
Nicaid, Percy. Or Percy Nicaid.
Where? Yeah, there he is. He's still in the freezer.
Go.
Percy or
I'm on the
Cosmo will
boat.
be
It's
last.
dark.
Oh, he's bringing up the rear.
Bring you up one at a
Where
time.
the heck was it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the library.
So now you all are up here. Solstice, you are the first to see it. A ball of light bobs above the rafters, casting shadows over this room, in which the owner's messy habits are on full display.
Ugh.
Rumpled and moldering rugs share floor space with food scraps, stacks of dirty dishes, and tipped over clay pots whose plants are long since dead. A bed that occupies one corner of the room has a pile of straw in place of a mattress. In the corner stands a squat chest of drawers with a watering can resting atop it. The only furnishing of note is a stocky wooden chest with a sturdy iron padlock. It sits in another corner between 2 closed doors.
Okay, I don't see any those tokens in there. Am I seeing monsters?
They're 4 dead plants.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I go in and I search for the skull. Oh wait, so there's the chest, I guess. What do we think about this chest, guys?
As
Oh
I
boy.
can get it open.
you get to the top of the stairs, and this one sees you,
Okay.
it reaches out and you can see it pointing to the water pail on top of that chest of drawers. And the other one, hearing it, also sort of half raises.
Oh, with a quickness, and I go to the watering can and try to water them.
While you water the plants, I'm gonna work on this cupboard, and then I would like to pick locks on the cupboard.
And you're going for the one that was between the 2 closed doors? Or which one are you going for?
There was one with a padlock.
Oh,
Or was that
right.
the chest?
I just
It must
thought
have
I heard
misheard.
padlock, so I want to pick the padlock.
All right, so you're going over to the lock, and as you begin to pick it, Tempest. Solstice. I'm so sorry. As you begin
She's an icon.
to try and pick it, the orb in the rafters starts to lazily drift
Oh.
down
Percy, is that magic?
Is it magic?
And
Good magic or bad magic? You orb, you stay there!
does a 9 hit you?
Oh,
No.
God.
As you start to use your thieves' tools into the lock, a lightning shock shoots past you into the wall. As the orb.
I turn to the orb and go, this is defective. Very dangerous.
Roll for initiative.
While that was happening, can I have like flown up through the opening to get like here?
Yeah.
Crap tonight.
The rest of you can also have filtered into the room. There was time.
Okay, it's alright.
You
Your
hear
dice tray.
Vansel at the base of the stairs going, "I'll wait here. Let me know if you need anything."
We could use some help.
I'm sorry, what was that? I can't hear you. As he walks back down the stairs. All right, what's everybody's initiative?
6.
Also 6.
Wow. Okay. I
devil.
think it's gonna be Solstice, and then because I think you probably have the highest dex of the three of
I
them.
just have a +1.
Oh,
I have a +2.
+3.
all right. Reverse
So
order.
Rabbit
what
has
I
the highest
said.
dex.
You can put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yes, I do. Wow. Wow. And our last two.
15.
10.
All right. Cody and Percy. And it has another amount, of which you don't necessarily need to know.
We need to know. We just don't want to.
And with that, we will begin combat with the Will-O-Wisp. As you turn to face it, it becomes invisible.
Cody just visibly sighs.
So does Nickade.
And
Can we at least have taken a short rest by now? We haven't done anything super strenuous for a long while now.
Yeah, we took a short
you
rest.
want to rest while it's invisible?
No, I'm just saying, like, up until this point, could we have short
Well,
rested?
we took
I
a
thought
short
we
rest like
did, we
after
did,
the
we
hag
did.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like we haven't been in combat since our short rest.
Yes. And as it moves, or does it move? Who knows? It's going to come over here and become visible once more.
do that?
I need you to make a con save, Jeltra.
Okay. I'm hating all my dice today. On 5.
Maybe
One.
They're done.
hate.
Con 5?
Con save of 5.
Advantage on charms, right?
Yes, I have advantage against being charmed,
I don't remember that.
and magic can't put me to sleep.
Okay. That will be 6 damage as you feel the Will-O-Wisp begin to suck away life force.
I don't like it.
Yes.
All right, that is it for the Will-O-Wisp. Percy.
I think one of my favorite things in life is Hank's distress note.
Distressed Hank sounds.
I've had so much practice with them. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
You don't have a gun.
I have a crossbow.
Oh, that's right.
You don't have energy pistols anymore.
No, it's don't. How do I do that again? Hold on.
But you roll a
roll a
d20,
D20.
and then you add your
You have an enabler.
modifiers.
Sorry. That is 21 to hit. Okay.
Woohoo! Suck it, orb.
That's wow. That's 10 damage, and it is magical damage.
Okay.
Um,
And what kind of damage is it?
piercing,
Great.
and then
And you said 10.
I did.
Because you're a mean person. Just hurting a harmless little ball of life. All right.
And then, sorry, trying to remember. Where? How do I? Where is he? Where's Cosmo?
It's usually under extras.
Go where?
Under features.
No.
Cosmo. Is Cosmo coming around to attack him then?
I mean, is he floating up high in the air?
About 10 feet up.
Or like, can Cosmo jump and hit?
He wouldn't. So
I don't think he
technically, by D&D rules, if he's 10, is he occupying a 5-foot space? 5.
Like, he's 10 feet off the ground from the bottom of the floor to the bottom of it.
Yes.
So he's
There's a
actually
10-foot space. Okay. Then, he's just gonna move there, and I don't think he can do anything else.
Cody?
Sorry, that was rough.
That's okay. The twig blights all around you are still pointing at the water, kind of ignoring what's happening, just weakly reaching up.
Does a 16 and a 17 hit?
No,
Really?
neither.
Oh shit!
As two darts go flinging, almost appearing to go through the light and into the wall.
Okay, so the 16 and the 17 are without my. So it would be a 17 or an 18.
No,
Still no.
still no.
That's
Yeah,
really
because you
nice.
had the +1 for the magical thing, right?
Well, it's not that. Is I was trying to sharpshoot him because I thought the. So I only get a +1 as opposed to a +6.
Mm.
All right, that's going to bring us down to Cade.
Seeing all this happening by just
It's
a
incredibly difficult to hit a ball of light. I don't know
ball
why.
of light, I'm just gonna very puzzledly look at it and go, "What is it that you're trying to do? It doesn't matter. Your days are through." And vicious mockery.
Your days are through.
That'll be a wisdom save.
Yes.
Does a 14 make it?
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
Can we quit?
I'm just going to pull the cartridge out and put it back in.
Back
Make
into
sure you
the
blow on it
cage.
first. Yeah.
Can we reload a save?
I don't need to move or anything.
Rosie, you gotta plug it in player 2 so you get that sheet, right?
No, that's gonna be it.
All right. Delta.
Okay. Still visible, right?
Yes.
Get your
Okay.
wild shapes back.
Mm-hmm. But what I'm going to do is cast Fairy Fire.
Far.
And the vicinity where I see it, therefore it starts its turn in it and is affected by the Fairy Fire. So now any attack rolls against an affected creature or object have advantage if the attacker can see
Does
it.
a 16 save.
Works.
Yes.
So I assume you casted it up into the air, or does Cosmo need to save as well?
No, it would have been up towards it.
Great.
But it's a
Dex save, right?
yeah, it's a dex save, but it's a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
So then
The wall around it and behind it is very sparkly now.
Sparkle, sparkle.
yeah, I specifically wanted to get it and not us.
Anything else?
I don't know if I can. I cast a spell. The next one can be a cantrip, though, right? As a bonus action.
As long as it says, as long as one of them is instantaneous or a bonus action.
Look
I
at
highly
that.
doubt you have a
Let me
bonus
go to
action
bonus
cast
action.
it.
I do not. Well, fine. I'm just checking. I'm fine. It's 10 feet away from me, so if I move out of the way, then it won't get an
No.
attack of opportunity. So I'm going to move towards where the torch is.
You wanna be under the torch?
Yes, please. I'm gonna get out of the way.
I didn't know you guys could see those. Solstice, you're up.
I put my hand up to my forehead. By my horn! And I cast my channel divinity. If it is a fae or a fiend, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Only Fae or Fiend?
Yes.
It is neither.
Okay, well, then I will use my movement to get the watering can and move towards one of the dead plants.
We're gonna water the plants.
All right. So you can get over there and get the watering plant and put it on the first little buddy here, and its pot is turned over. Do you right its pot to?
If I can, in this
Okay.
turn.
As you water it, it just, and you see little green kind of leaves and tendrils begin to form across its body as it stretches back into a shape.
Aren't you magnificent?
And that will bring us back to the top of the round, as it is going to go towards the one that did the damage to it last time,
Yay!
floating down to
I
our
swear to
buddy.
Christ, I thought it was going to attack Solstice as soon as she watered it. I don't know why.
I did
Does
too.
a does a 19
Yeah.
hit? Yeah.
Yeah.
13 lightning damage.
Oof.
I'm sorry, what?
As it
13 lightning damage.
I'm sorry, what?
I think maybe we should save these plants and just get out of here.
Fuck.
and
Oh
then
wait, there's the chest.
that is all it can do. So that is the end of its turn. So that's going to bring us from it to Percy.
And is it look magic to you, or it's not magic? It's a will-o-wisp that's a being. Of some
It is a being, yeah.
Okay.
It is now in a 5-foot reach.
Want to give me a help action? I can try and snipe structure on it.
Sure.
Since you can't shoot it from there.
And then Cosmo's gonna move over here. And since it's 5 feet away from me, Cosmo could hit it, right? So he's gonna attack. God, I just found it and now it's gone. No,
It's force rend.
I know. I just gotta find Field Defender to find it first.
I took this knob off the camera thing because I was fidgeting while I was looking at its rules, and now I can't get it back on.
Good job.
What did we learn?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So sorry.
Every time you say the "by my horn," I immediately think of the Barbie unicorn in The Office.
My horn
Will
can
pierce the sky.
Where's my? I don't even know what that is anymore.
I think he uses your attack modifier, right?
Yeah, he does. 17.
Will not hit.
Yeah.
All right. From Percy, we're down to Cody. It has
Give me a
advantage.
help action.
Yeah. I'm trying to distract. Waiting.
Well, 17?
No.
I still get my offhand, but no advantage on that one. I basically have to roll a nat 20 to hit the goddamn thing.
Oh, sure. Shoot.
I didn't on my second one. I literally rolled a 2.
Cade, you're up.
So it's
Inspiration.
down at melee range. Right?
Yeah, it is within range of you now.
Okay.
It's
So
between the two of you.
having it down between us, I'm just gonna and I'm gonna pull out my dagger and I'm gonna try to stab it.
Okay, you have advantage because you are flanking.
Woohoo! 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sweet.
I take it your dagger is not magical.
I mean, yes,
Wait, you hit it?
I did.
No.
20. You got a 23.
4 damage.
All right.
As whatever happens, I go, I got it.
It feels like you're just stabbing air, and you do see it flicker.
I think I got it. I think.
Anything else?
I don't have any bonus action spells, so I'm good.
Okay. From there, we are down to Geltra.
Jeltra. Wait, were you?
I do have a bonus action spell.
Yeah.
After seeing Percy get electrocuted, can I cast Healing Word on Percy?
Sure.
Okay.
I got it. Percy. Oh my goodness. Heal 7.
Take it. Thank you.
Lady of the Forest.
Getting very concerned that her friends are not prevailing so far. She's gonna turn into a direwolf. So, and I'm gonna be a dog trying to bite the light.
I like it.
Going
Laser
after it?
pointer.
Follow it.
And Rockerman just sent you a D8. So.
Oh,
well,
thanks,
thank
Rockelman.
you.
Yeah.
Now we just realized that you missed your shout out because we weren't streaming.
Thank you
We gave you a
so
shout out
much.
earlier. So
Yeah, thank you for 10 months on Twitch, but we screwed it
Yeah.
up, so it's probably better than
Yeah.
No, it's good. We didn't mess anything.
Okay.
All
You're
right.
fine.
Hold on. I need
Everything you
to
do.
mark my wild
Okay.
shape. Okay. So, direwolf. I'm gonna move up. Shoot.
There, somewhere else.
Yeah, that's good. Gosh, I'm huge. Okay, and then I'm going to try and do a bite attack.
You
And
are stupid.
since I have an ally within 5 feet of the creature, I get pack tactics.
Great.
So I
Tactics.
have advantage on my.
But not flanking for that double advantage.
Damn it.
And we've done black
The
tape.
elusive
Double
double
advantage.
advantage.
So, you gotta do prophylactics.
Oh.
Okay, natural 19 plus 5, 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And then 2d6 plus 3. Oh, that's right. All my d6 are in here. I'll just use these. And then, is it a creature?
Yes.
So 5, 8 piercing damage, and then it must make a strength save.
Oh, your D8 pressure damage.
7 damage.
Thank you.
So as you go up and go to chomp the light,
Yes.
you get it full on in your mouth. And as you go to do that rending that you were going to do, there's just nothing. You extinguished it.
Interesting.
I audibly
worried.
sigh and then turn back to my padlock.
I'm worried that I swallowed it.
Hey, Deltra. Oh, let me see.
Ha.
And I look inside.
Drop it.
Do I see anything as I'm looking inside?
No. There is just like this little bit of some sort of almost like grave dust that just falls to the floor.
Ha.
Kate, I will remind you that she's bitten the head off of several herringons up until this point.
I turn and I trust her, and as I like go to put an ear,
Percy is gonna go hug you. Like full on, like. around
Finish
the neck.
watering plants.
All right. So as you water them, they each do the same sort of motion, each kind of striking a different final pose.
I named them after
Are they
4
voguing?
famous unicorn dancers.
And
Dancer,
then
dancer.
before we do the last one, Cody, go ahead and roll your which bubble.
15 plus 9.
Okay, just a moment. That will open it, and right as you get it to click, the last plant reaches into its soil and hands you an iron key.
Look.
That's probably to something else. As I like throw the lock across the room.
Is that a lie? That might be too close to a lie. Or
Okay, he says, I hope that's to a different lock. How's that? Is that better? Because I wouldn't be capable of it. So
yeah.
I hand you the key.
I
And I name off the 4 dancer unicorn plants.
I mean that one was more of a choreographer than a dancer, but
Well, I mean, we only have so many to choose from.
Why don't we give that to Jingle Jangle if we ever see her again?
This key? You don't want to try it in that lock.
I just opened the lock. That's
Oh.
why I don't
Oh.
need it.
I was waiting to see if he failed or not, but I was like, either way, she'll get the key at the same time that he makes the attempt. As you open the chest, within is a 12-inch tall marionette. It has one face on each side of its head. One is a moon, and the other is the sun.
Interesting.
There is an unpunched ticket from the Witchlight Carnival, signed by Isolde, and 3 spell scrolls of Identify, tied together with a lute string.
I
Is that
feel
the
like
same person who gave us our tickets?
No.
No.
No?
And it's not a name roll a history check if you worked at the carnival.
This is gonna be fun. Oh, okay, 9.
19?
Solstice. Oh, did you roll history check?
I did, but I got a 9.
Okay.
So.
So the only person that the name is familiar to is Cade. And you remember, not really in necessarily a direct story or anything, but sort of in passing that before the carnival came to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, it was held by Isolde.
That unpunched ticket is very old. Cody, how long have Mr. Light and Mr. Witch had the carnival? It's okay.
About 350 years, give or take.
That name is who... That's the proprietor of the carnival before.
How long has Mr. Witch and Mr. Light had the carnival?
I don't do we know? I don't know that we know.
I mean, as long as you've been there.
I heard 350 years once.
Well, however long it is, give or take 350 years, that Isolde, I'm pretty sure that was the carnival proprietor before Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, if you can imagine a time.
Hmm.
I cannot.
If I don't have the tech magic up still, I would take time to cast it ritually.
Nothing in this room aside from the lights seem to be particularly magic, and then the chest itself is glowing. Though none of the items inside seem to particularly be aside from the scrolls, which are, magic scrolls. And then the door on this side of the room is. As you see all of this, a satyr comes walking up the stairs, stretching. Oh, sorry, I thought I must have been much more tired than I thought.
I go block
Fell
the stairs.
Sleep on that disgusting couch down. Oh, doggy. Hello. And he boops your snoot. Things go well up here.
Yes, there was just an errant light bulb.
Well,
What's a light bulb?
Do we not have light bulbs?
Which
Uh,
one? Chris?
Well, no, because we have fairy lights at the carnival.
But they're like, whatever.
this room seems like a good.
I've been to Eberron. I know what the light bulb is.
Her bedroom.
As your friend has now joined you up top.
I would be careful of using that term.
Friend?
Yeah.
What, for the satyr?
Yeah.
Consider all of you friends.
I try
It's
and...
been going well so far.
Can I look through the window?
He puts an arm around Solstice. I would agree. Being rescued has just been.
I mean, granted, we've had some very strange interactions in this land, and so yours ranking among the less weird ones isn't really saying a whole lot, but
It is a strange land.
A strange land indeed, I will grant you that. What do you think, Cheltra? Indeed.
What are you all doing now?
okay, so is there another chest in here?
That was it. There is a chest of drawers that you
Okay,
took
so
the
I
thing
will
off.
look.
I-
or,
Yeah. I help Solstice and we rummage through the drawers.
It contains folded dresses and other garments that Bavlorna wears occasionally. None of them seem to be made for the hag that you saw, but it seems that they've been adjusted to fit a toadish form. All of them are discolored from age and neglect.
All right, next room.
Can I listen at the door?
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll perception.
Yay. What
When
do
I
you-
have
You
advantage.
should sniff at the door.
What do your wolf
I
ears
can
hear?
sniff or hear. So
Jiltra, what do your wolf eyes see?
Unfortunately, I can't
Watch
talk to
out.
Jotra at the moment, so
I'm talking to her just fine.
19.
And you were listening?
Yeah.
There is no sound. It appears to be quiet beyond this door.
And
My head pops
how long have we been going now? Like, has it been a full day yet? Or do you think it's only been...
Can we long rest?
Well, I'm just wondering, should we just go ahead and long rest in this room?
While the
Or
plants
finish
grow.
exploring? Because I was like, I thought we could finish exploring, but...
As far as you're aware, this would be the last door that you haven't opened.
All right, yeah.
except for this one.
Down to the south of the room.
I will open that door.
It is a balcony
Dun, dun, dun.
looking over the swamp.
I'll stick my head through. Because that's about all.
You
that
appear to
fits.
be fairly high off the water.
Wow. I love being up high, looking over the water with you, my love.
Don't jump again.
Why would I jump?
You jumped earlier.
Oh, were you the splashing in the boat that I saw little snippets of?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
Me and my love jumped from the second story.
not many people make it out of the water. Good on you.
Jiltra and I ran down the stairs.
How did you come to get trapped in the mirror?
The what?
The mirror that we're trapped in? How did you come to get trapped there? Were you tricked into it, or did you use the magic phrase?
I'm from here.
So there's a version of you in the real world. Do you think he's also a satyr?
Yes. More than likely, yes. Are you all mad?
No.
As he realizes that he leaned over to ask Huh, perhaps it's catching.
It's a strange.
If you're lucky.
I'll shave. I'll
You-
drop my form.
Open the door.
What
The
did
other
it taste
door.
like, Jiltra? The Will-O-Wisp.
Oddly dusty.
Do you think it would be spicy?
That's what I thought. But then there was this like grain. It was very strange.
You said you went through.
There's a
the door.
creature with an X on it.
Yeah. Open the door. I see a skull with
A musty room looks like a miser's attic. Lying in tall heaps are discarded blankets, quilts, cushions, and clothing of all shapes and sizes. Not to mention musical instruments, toys, dolls, jewelry boxes, flower vases, child-sized caskets, and broken furniture. Among the
The classic casket.
Among the heaps of junk are a few oddities, including a stag skull hanging on one wall, a white porcelain jar with chicken legs standing on a fancy table, a helmet placed on the faceless head of a wooden mannequin.
Oh, don't touch that.
Sorry, a fancy helmet placed on the head of a wooden mannequin, and a 5-foot-long bronze statue of a giant frog squatting in the corner, its mouth agape and filled with impenetrable darkness.
Oh,
Can we
oh
get
statue.
Can we get a torch in this bee?
A weak croaking sound calls your attention to a tiny shriveled figure lying on the floor. It lets out one final gasp
No!
before dying.
Aw. If I'd have noticed it, I would have.
Well, that's
Does it
strange
look
timing.
like her minion things?
Yes.
I
Perfect.
was gonna try and cure wounds it, but pretty
A
strange.
shape
No.
moves in the gloom. A dark humanoid figure lurking among the junk. It clutches a large spool of thread in one hand as it heads for the door,
Which door?
What?
Our door.
attempting to move past Jeltra.
Nope.
Can I do something?
What are you doing?
Very fine.
Fairy fire?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you doing it?
You said it's trying to move through.
It is right
Jeltra.
here, right next to Jeltra.
Did it start somewhere else?
It started back here in the gloom.
So I would have tried to do it like there, so I wouldn't hit anyone else. So Dex.
We walk in. A bullywug dies.
So I start blasting.
This figure starts moving out of the darkness.
Okay, so you need a dex save from it.
Seems normal.
Yes, sir.
16?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it seems to clutch that spool closely as it continues to move towards the door.
There's something trying to get out.
I will turn into a spider.
I will ready darts.
What? Who are you?
It does not respond. Go ahead and
Altus, turn undead.
roll history or perception.
History or perception?
Yes.
Somewhere Altus is searching for his delinquent daughter, and he goes,
I'm just saying, he destroyed a whole room with these once.
16.
You remember when you first saw the Darkling in study that it didn't have a shadow. And the shape of this shadow seems to fit her form.
Interesting.
She's dead. It didn't kill her shadow when it killed her.
That's why she's not
How do we
totally
kill her?
dead. We need to kill the shadow too.
Blew up. That's how we know we killed her.
Dust, didn't she?
Yeah.
But then the
Pile of
red
dust.
cap
But-
said she wasn't dead.
"Wouldn't the soul be trapped
Well,
in
no,
the
I
shadow?" Cody,
I thought
Wait, what? What are you,
it was the hag that he needed.
Why-
She needed dead in order to break the deal.
what are you taking? We just want to talk.
Looks like a spool.
It stops, looks at each of you, and then amorphously begins to shift through the crack in the hinges of the door.
I want to shoot it with a web.
Web.
Okay, does it need to make a save?
Hey, look,
No, it's an attack roll.
Okay.
web discharge.
Are
Okay,
you making
but it's
that?
a ranged attack, so if it's
Disadvantage.
yeah, shit.
She's making him sticky for you, my lord.
Make it
Rightfully
sticky.
so. With that web discharge.
9.
Does not hit
Ah,
as the shadow shifts through.
Okay. let's
You
try.
see-
No, wait.
Go
Wait. If I'm gonna do a web attack, it technically has to come out of. I mean, spiders, right? So that's more than 5 feet away from it.
Oh.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
That's pretty good logic.
That is
there.
good logic. It is within 5 feet of you. You see that as its body shifts, the thread spool gets caught, and you see it like hit, and then the thread spool slides down along
can I just
the
reach
hinge
out
of
and
the
grab
door.
the thread spool?
Go ahead and go ahead and make a dexterity or acrobatics check.
Perfect.
As it slides down the door, and then it begins to slide the spool along the edge of the door, trying to free it.
So
15.
I did say that I readied an attack.
Okay. Okay, you are able to grab the thread.
Cool.
Let me know when you loose the attack or if you loose the attack. It when you pull it, it pulls back and you hear like a knock as your hand gets pushed against the door, as you both pull back and forth against each other on either side.
Is the thread magical?
Is the thread magical?
Yeah, because I would have had thread magical. So
It is.
um,
Did you attack?
This is a 14 hit.
A 14 does hit. So you manage to lodge it right between the door hinge, and you hear a as the thread comes loose in your hand.
Okay. It's Chakoli.
Damage?
$23.
dang.
And as
As my
hear
dart
the hiss,
flings out, hits it, and then bursts into fireflies. To do bug
how do you
damage.
do it?
I hit it, and then it bursts into butterflies. Hopefully, the light then destroys it.
It's like the light in Princess and the Frog with the bug dude, where he like hits the shadows and dissipate.
You
That Cajun
hear,
accent, Creole accent.
Yes.
you hear that hissing as the thread comes bare, and all of the shadows in this room seem to settle.
Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
The
what am I
dart
holding?
appears back in my hand. It goes.
So what am I holding?
So it appears to be a spool of thread that is a strange amorphous shifting between purple, gray, brown, almost like an ombre into a burnt orange, but it never seems to stay the color as soon as you recognize it.
This might be the coolest thing I've seen today.
Hey,
And then I touch the bag to make sure the heart's still beating. Maybe not. But it's been a day.
As he says, it's the coolest thing he says today. I would like to comfortingly pat the satyr.
As you continue to look at it, I am going to
I don't like this.
text you.
I really don't like this.
Secret.
because I was gonna say like I can try to identify it too if you want.
We have the scrolls.
That would have been a good idea.
Scrolls of Identify. Nice.
I guess I'm
While
gonna.
they're doing, go ahead.
Yeah, look through the rest of this room.
Grab a skull.
I think I'm starting to understand, like, this is where a lot of things that have gone missing go, so maybe I'm looking for my missing items and Cody's missing stuff.
What color does the thread settle on?
It settles on a very light red, almost pink.
Okay.
Can I test identify on release?
Identify? Sure.
I'll use one of my little legs to pat you on the head.
A couple days ago, that would have freaked me out. But thank you, Delta.
As you cast Identify and it settles into that color, you begin to feel frustration and self-doubt settle into the pit of your stomach.
Wrong color, dude.
You can see that this appears to be a capsule for emotion.
My ears just start to.
Okay. Are you okay?
I mean, I was.
I'm gonna pick you up with my two front legs and hold you up.
Do you, maybe we should put it in the bag?
Hugging.
Yeah.
Set you down again.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Do you want someone else to hold it?
Yeah, because I'll probably drop it or lose it.
Can I knock it out of his hand with one of my dice?
Unless you're trying to hold on to it.
I just be looking at it.
As soon as it leaves your hands, you can feel that emotion draining out of you through your feet into the floor as it fades.
I don't like that.
The thread begins to shift in color again.
I'm gonna go stomp on it.
As you start to stomp on it, each time you touch it, that feeling wells into you.
Backing up.
Can I grab like a cloth or something and try to wrap it up?
Sure. As you wrap it up, you can see that pink color shifted into... What color do you see? Frustration and self-doubt. That's what I originally texted Jake because I thought that he was going to get stuck with it for a little longer. But
Gotcha. Frustration and self-doubt would probably be...
Chartreuse.
Oh, chartreuse. I was actually thinking like some kind of orange. Like an orangish, like a burnt orange color.
you see that
Yeah.
settle, and as you begin to wrap it into the cloth, you see the color shifting again until it's wrapped.
I'm going up the wall. I don't like this.
Awful, right?
I feel like, no, should we keep this?
I don't know what that.
I mean, everything in here was probably taken from somebody else, right?
Yeah, I feel like this might be important. If that thing was trying to steal it, like,
It's important to someone.
yeah.
Do you think shadows have self-doubt?
I think so. I think that one probably did.
That one's very dead.
I mean, without a shadow of
Yeah.
doubt, sure.
So I'm like up there, but on the wall. If I
A
can.
little bit. I'll put you
Sorry. It was
there, so
Yeah.
you're above the wall.
Perfect. I'm on the wall.
Does anyone mind grabbing Clapperclaw's head?
I assume Solstice is going to grab it.
Um,
Once he has his eyes on something, he does not relent.
I'm thankful.
Unless you use the safe word, which is sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparillas the safe word?
Mm-hmm.
Noted. Coulter, can I look around and see if there's loot that is maybe of a better condition than mine?
As kind of going through, it's clear that the room is not well organized, but items are mostly kept by type. In the pile of instruments, you can see this flute trimmed in like a carved garlands leading up the side of it. There's at least 3 lutes. Most of them are, most of 3. 2 of them are fairly damaged, where you can see cracks in the casing of them. One that seems to be tucked behind the other 2 with shining silver strings appears to be in near perfect condition. The wood of it is nearly a purple heart is what it would be closest to an analog of in our world, as this deep kind of reddish purple hue with these black trimmings along the edges of it, really making those silver strings and silver notches pop.
I'm gonna, as I go to pick it up, place mine down in exchange.
As you pick it up, you realize it is in the form of a rabbit's foot, though subtle.
Fitting. Disturbing, but fitting.
I have a proposition.
Yes?
It looks like it's going to take us quite some time to sort through all of those things. Percy, I'm assuming it's not going to take you a few 5 minutes to parse out all the stuff in that room.
As far as what?
I'm just saying, if you want to take the time to peruse all of that stuff, why don't we just, some of us could take naps. I'm just saying that makes sense, right?
As I'm like bleeding out.
Hey,
Are you going to take a long rest while he searches the room?
well, I'm saying, like, why don't we decide to just long rest, and then you can spend as much time doing that as you want, and then, like, this is, like,
Yeah.
I'm basically trying to say, like, before the episode ends, I want to make sure
We
that
long
it
rest.
is intent that we are long resting.
We are long
So I
resting.
can level up my character for next.
We will guarantee that before the episode you may all long rest.
I just don't want to get into another situation where it's like we checked the kitchen. Cody is
Found
going
bloody
to sleep.
toes.
Can I also look for a flute that might be different
You
than
found the
an
one with the
average?
garlands.
That flute, not loot.
That was a flute. Yeah, so like there are all the instruments piled together. There are several kind of flutes just stacked in a
Okay.
pile.
So yeah,
But you were
I will-
looking for a loot originally.
Yes, I was looking for a loot for me to trade my average one for this rabbit's foot loot, and then I would like to find the fanciest of flutes, just because something tells me I should take that with me.
There are several shapes of them. There's ones made of brass, made of iron, strangely enough, made of a very polished silver, and made of wood. Each of them have different designs etched into them. The silver seems to have an elvish script up the side of it. The brass, a dwarven, the iron, plain, and the wood is the one with the carved garlands.
I don't know which one to take. I don't want to be rude and take. all
Well, there
three.
is one member of the party who likes flutes a lot. You could ask her.
Is anything magical? Like, are any of those?
Not even the bronze bullywug?
Oh, I thought he was asking about the flute.
No,
Oh.
so I mean, I was asking like what he was looking at, but I guess in the room, yeah.
The stag skull is magical. It's also taken off the wall. The jar with the chicken feet is magical. The mannequin appears to be magical, and the frog appears to be magical.
We got time for me to ritually cast, guys? We got half an hour?
We're sleeping.
Yeah.
Although maybe spreading out in the hag's room might work better as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to stay in here
Sure.
for a little bit. And
I've stripped the bed.
I'm looking for the things we've lost too. So.
Jeltra, which of these flutes seems nicest? Which one would you like the most?
I will revert back down to my form, I guess. And I'll look at them and, well, this one with the garland is especially pretty. It reminds me of home. But that's just me. And I mean, I think, did you say the other two were kind of broken? Or-
None of them are broken.
No, okay.
They're in kind of like various states of, I guess, repair.
Okay.
But
This one, I can see how it would be really nice if we polished it up a little bit and made it a little, you could add a little bit of something or change the patina to it. But, I mean, they're all nice. They'd all work really. Hold on. And I'll try one of them and try and start playing it.
the iron one creates a very strange bass tone that is nearly below the range of hearing. It's almost like just feeling a vibration. Anyone
This
with
is
it
a very fast.
The brass one sounds like tinny. It's metallic in the sound.
Oh, not that one. No.
The wood one has a very breathy, almost pan flute quality to it. And the elven silver comes out clear.
Those are pleasant.
These two, probably the top ones. Definitely not that one sounded awful. And then I don't know when I would ever use that one.
Please
But-
pick it up.
I think one of them made the bullywugs cry.
Ooh,
Um,
sorry.
I'm taking one for my collection, but really, I would say pick one. I mean, we've done away with a lot of the evil in this place. I'm just calling it a reward, and I'll just start playing the rabbit's foot lute. You would think this is unsettling. It's quite comforting.
It's already in tune.
But I don't want to take someone else's instrument. I mean, if they lost it or if the hag took it.
Take
But I mean,
If you leave it here, they'll never get it back.
That's true.
Take the two nicer ones, and if one finds its owner, you'll still have one. And if both find their owner, even better.
that's good logic. And I'll take them both. But I'll start playing the wooden one.
Excellent. There
Trying to
is,
accompany Cade.
as you play it, though the sound remains that kind of breathy, light, airy tune, there's a scent of home that fills as if it's releasing it with the air.
Colt hasn't done his job unless he's made Margaret cry.
As Jeltrus, like, eyes get just a little teary.
And your fingers, as they follow this, seem to lead you back to songs of your childhood, as if it's guiding you to the right frets of the first pieces that you learned from your family.
Huh. I haven't thought of that melody in a number of years.
20 copper said they get cursed.
I'm looking for our lost stuff.
What are you doing to look for it?
I just like looking through these crates and stuff. Like, and I mean, I don't know how I would necessarily identify my lost artistic ability, so I don't know.
As
Everything
you're
that looks
starting
like
to
that.
dig through crates, lots of dust comes up into the air each time you open them, and most of the crates are really just filled with like bric-a-brac. You can see shattered pots that were perhaps set into the crates a little too roughly. Some of them very fine creation. Lots of them filled with more of these musty quilts and blankets. And as you make your way around the room, opening drawers and whatnot, nothing seems to quite stand out properly, except each time you turn around, the frog seems to be just staring at you.
Okay.
It's that strange effect that some pieces of art have, where it's like the eyes follow you around the room.
Okay. If after I notice that a couple times, maybe I go examine the frog closer. Probably touch it.
Touching it, the surface feels cool and almost clammy, even though it's clear that this is a bronze statue.
Hmm.
And there's not really a good place for this moisture to be coming from unless it's slightly sucking it out of the air. But there's no patina on the surface of it.
I hope you're not trapped, old friend. This thing, is this real? I look at you, I guess. Are you still casting all your identifying?
Yeah.
The first thing that you are able to cast it on is a porcelain jar made of varnished white clay resting on the wooden table. The jar has legs that have been painted to look like the legs of a chicken. Inside the jar are two broken pieces of a wishbone.
Sure.
What is?
You can see that there is a message kept within the wishbone that will be given if they are touched together.
That's what the identify spell?
Weird.
I'll take the two pieces and make sure that they don't. I'll take one piece. I'll give the other piece to.
Kate's got quite the collection of weird shit in his bag.
I was gonna say I'll give the other piece to Cade. I'll explain, like, I think if these touch, they're gonna like give a message or something. So I don't think we should touch now. But like,
Maybe a warning might be something good. I get you.
so slip him that.
The frog seems to be still. It's just this solid piece, except for the mouth, that seems to go back forever.
Okay, well, I can't do anything for you, so good luck.
Yeah, it's a very strange description. It's just a frog with a dark, open mouth.
And nothing with
Freaky.
identify.
With identify, it seems that it is some sort of chest.
Oh, damn.
A chest.
I put my
It's
hand into
clearly
the
for
mouth.
storing. Your limb disappears into the darkness, and it feels like your fingers are pushing through cool mud with eels swimming through
Oh,
it.
I'm so sorry, man.
As you reach to the point that nearly your entire shoulder, you grasp onto something.
It's
It
stomach.
seems to be thin and cylindrical and solid.
Yeah, pull
It's
that
another
out.
flute.
It's another flute.
Pulling it out, you're holding a wand.
Oh, jeez. Give it to you,
Is it clean? Is it
Who are you handing
smelly?
it to?
Percy.
I would take the time to identify it.
It is a wand of secrets.
Okay.
What
Alright.
does that do?
If I remember, it
You put
identifies.
it in your hair, and then your hair is filled with secrets.
I remember
Not a
it
very good
identifies secret doors.
A wand of secrets. With Identify, you know that the wand has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges, and if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest you. It regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
It's D3.
I guess a
A
1d4
minus one, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's always a weird one.
With base one.
Or d6 divided by 2.
There you go.
And then there was something else that was magical in there as well, wasn't it?
Yes.
What's that? Oh, the skull, right?
Oh, the frog is not empty.
Oh,
Reach in again.
The same feeling of slithering, and this time one of the eels clearly wraps around as it swims past your arm.
But now
This-
eels come out.
No,
What if I try to grab the eel?
Is it eels or
it
earthworms?
glides through,
Ooh.
and this time
Sorry, guys.
you get something strangely shaped. It almost feels like clutching bone. And as you feel around, there's clearly some pointy pieces to it.
Okay, that's it
Can
comes
you
out.
just
With-
will the frog to expel all of its contents?
Do you think a hag would let that happen? When you withdraw your hand, this is what comes with it.
Whoa! Pipe of smoke monsters.
That is
That is the
crazy.
most solstice. No, that's the most tempest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
If that's what I think it is, it's amazing.
It is a pipe of smoke monster.
Yes.
While smoking this pipe, you can use an action to exhale a puff of smoke that takes the form of a single creature, such as a dragon, a flumph, or a froghemoth. I was going to say froghemoth. Froghemoth. The form must be small enough to fit in a 1-foot cube and loses its shape after a few seconds, becoming an ordinary puff of smoke.
that's kind of cool.
Oh, that'll be a good trade object. All right,
Do you
three
wanna test it
times
out?
the charm.
Do you want to test out either of them?
Oh no, I'm going in the frog mouth again.
Okay. The last time, this time it's like the eels are writhing, and it seems like one of them tries to pull your arm deeper, but it just really can't get a hold. And you wrap around another cylindrical object.
Oh, this is probably another wand.
It is a wand of smiles.
Okay.
Wand of smiles.
This is the second one of those we've had this campaign.
I had a wand of dancing light.
What's the one?
Okay, well,
You
it
literally
could be-
point at somebody
could
and
be
it makes
handy.
them smile.
But do they feel happy or they?
No.
No, it
They
just
just
forces
smile.
the
Okay,
muscles in
well,
their
that-
face.
I pick it up. I go,
It's
Percy.
he uses it.
Use it on me, or you
Yeah.
give it to me.
You take away his agency.
I,
Make a charisma save.
Oh,
That is
fantastic!
not.
but I go to hand it to you as I'm doing it.
Can you imagine the
Love-
damage that thing could do in a construction worker's hands? You'd be prettier if you smiled more. Never mind.
I got you. I had
I
you.
was like, the women in the group know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
19.
Nothing. You say,
Yeah, I'm just handing you the wand.
All right, I'm done with that.
That'll be fun.
Are we sure?
the frog is empty.
I was gonna say, is there anything else in there?
Besides the eels, of course.
There was one more.
Besides the
There was something else,
The
right?
helmet on the mannequin.
Yes, the helmet on the mannequin, which with Identify you can tell is a helm of telepathy.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's a magical helm, right?
Yes, the mannequin is also magical.
What's the mannequin?
It's not identified, but it did line up with your detect magic.
Do you
Is there a person in
announce
there?
what it is?
So if it's a creature, it would tell me.
It is an animated wooden mannequin.
Do you announce that?
And that's what?
That it's like a helm of telepathy? I'm trying to figure out if Nicade's gonna know what that is.
Yeah, I would tell everyone, but then I would also be like, but the mannequin's magical too, and I don't.
I'm gonna immediately message it. Just gonna hello?
No response.
I don't think it talks to you. I think it allows you to mind talk to other people.
And then
But you can already do that.
Yeah.
We should give it to Jeldra, and then when she's a spider, she can still talk to us.
Will it fit my head when I'm a spider? Will it
I
work?
don't know. It's a magical helmet.
How,
I obviously can't wear it,
that,
as I gesture to my hat.
I have no interest in being in other people's minds.
And Percy would just use it to tell us how we're wrong about stuff.
Hey,
But again, it would be a handy tradable object.
But there's the chance that the mannequin will attack us if we take
Well,
If
yes,
put
I
it-
mean, hats have been very unpleasant.
it. It would be our
Okay.
second hat-related
Incident.
violent incident.
That's true.
If
I
I
can believe it.
if I put it on, could I then message myself and talk to myself in my own head?
I can already do that
You
now. I
already
just
do
think
that.
that was-
Vansel leads. She's right. You can do that now. I'm doing it as we speak.
I want to know.
Talk to yourself from the past
That would be intriguing.
or the
If I
future.
knew then what I know now, I would
So
never
tell
have been
yourself.
in those woods. Anyways,
What do you want to know?
Hmm?
You said you wanted to know.
I just want to know if Kate puts it on, and it's a magical helm, and magical helms automatically fit your head. Does it fit his ears, or does it make holes for his ears?
Only one way to find out.
wait, Kate's putting it on?
It should, in my opinion.
I don't know.
It's
If
already telepathic.
I would.
No, you're thinking of Paige.
Oh, okay, I was like, what?
He has the message cantrip.
I have-
Oh, okay, all right. I was like, but what?
I don't think I need to put it on, but if everybody would like me to, I guess I could.
It would be interesting. Just be careful that it doesn't attack
I
you.
don't think it's
I
a
will
good idea.
ready my. What do I have?
I will ready my wild shape.
Yeah, nope,
Arm
I've done
turns
with
into a
those already.
spider.
Yeah. I'm
And
ready.
we'll give you
my
a
quarter
swift
staff.
death if I fear that you are being
Produce
tortured.
flames.
Solstice just said she'd kill me, so I don't heed. Just said he'd kill
Only
me,
if you're
so-
being tortured mentally, I would want you to do the same.
Okay.
And he's not wrong.
And how tall is the statue?
It's a wooden, so it's kind of like a dress mannequin.
Okay,
so
so-
it's about like 6 feet from stand to top.
So I definitely have to jump as I go to get the helm.
All right. As you do so,
Oh God.
The helmet removes easily and is now in my hand.
it comes right off, and it is in your hands. And the arms of the wooden mannequin raise as if reaching to try and grab the helm back from you.
I had produced
I easily
flames.
just give it back.
Go ahead and cast Produce Flame.
I feel like we were all prepared to attack,
Yes.
and I also attack.
Only one person announced this.
Okay, I've actually not used it for an attack, so hold on. So it's a +5.
It's just your spell
Yeah.
attack, yeah.
Well, here, let's do this. 13 to hit.
Will not hit.
Ah, I'm
What the-
startled. Ah!
Wearing.
And does a 14 hit you?
Yes, but I'm offering the helm back in fear.
If you're offering the helm back, it takes the helm and places it back onto its head and becomes still once again.
We almost had the second headpiece related incident. No more headpieces.
Yeah, you
Hey,
think you
Nikki,
learned your lesson.
Can you come stand over here?
Why?
Just curious.
I go and stand next to you.
I will cast Mage Hand to have a bunch of rhino beetles remove the helm.
As soon as it becomes animate and starts trying to swipe the air to get the hand back.
But does it move if I move it away from it?
Yes.
All right. So as I hold the helm like 5 feet above it, I would like to throw darts at it.
Okay. Go ahead and you throw darts, and then everybody roll initiative.
This seems cruel.
Right. Woo! Okay, maybe not that one.
I got a 24.
Thank you.
Right.
18.
24, 18.
15.
I don't know if anyone knows this, but I have been burnt on spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16.
That last fairy fire was like an innate thing. That's I really have nothing.
I was burned out before we
Right.
started. I literally that channel divinity and that's it.
All right, and go ahead and let me know if you hit it.
4 plus 6 is 10, and a 15 plus 6 is 20.
21.
20 hits, a 10 does not.
We only have one attack.
Soon, my love. Oh my god, I did like the minimum amount of damage I can do. 8.
Okay.
All right, where's the thing? There it is.
Thank you.
And Decade had moved away from it.
All right. We start with Cade.
I
As the mannequin is flailing in the air.
My little rhino beetles are doing widdershins. The helmet above it.
as a free action. All right, I pull out my crossbow as a free action. Cody, are we sure we want to do this? This feels cruel.
It's a wooden mannequin.
Okay. And I squeeze the trigger, trying to shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Hits.
8 piercing damage.
All right. Anything else?
That was. No, that's it. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Jeltra.
Seeing as it is a wooden creature, I will produce flame again. See how that works. Oh, okay. 21 to hit.
Hits.
5 fire damage.
It does not look good already. You can see it singed as the fire seems to have eaten through some of the inner mechanics of it. The arms now flailing more wildly as they try to grab the helm. Solstice.
Okay, I attack it with my glaive. And it's 23.
Hits.
9 plus 3, 12.
It falls to the ground in a clatter.
Pretty good fight for a mannequin, I guess.
No longer a hatter.
And then I will have the rhino beetles, which are my mage hand, drop the helmet on Nick's head.
As it falls onto his head, little slits open up in the helmet, and his ears slide through them as the traditionally floppy one comes forward.
Now, do my thoughts have an echo?
To yourself. If you use it, you think to yourself, it's like speaking into a speaker next to a microphone.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa.
Mm.
Hello.
Just don't talk to yourself, right?
You can cast detect thoughts and then concentrate and use like telepathic. Right?
Easy. What's the official get to
Tell
do?
me telepathy.
Yes.
Sorry,
So
yeah.
while wearing this helm, you can use an action to cast detect thoughts from it. As long as you maintain concentration on the spell, you can use a bonus action to send a telepathic message to a creature you are focused on. It can reply using a bonus action to do so, while your focus on it continues. While focusing on a creature with detect thoughts, you can use an action to cast the suggestion spell from the helm on that creature.
Oh.
Once used, the suggestion property can't be used again until the next dawn.
And it's shaped like a brain and an owl put together.
And then with
That's
bunny
kinda cool.
Give
ears.
you guys all. This is the. Boop, boop, boop.
That's kind of scary
Nice.
looking, actually.
Yeah,
Does it have that little purple eye?
it does.
Loop.
I don't think I like that.
It's ugly.
Isn't it?
Fashion statement is that?
Oh, fancy. Yes.
I mean, like, you
It's a little
can't do that
garish.
incognito at all. Like, you're like, people are just like, oh, that guy's trying to read minds.
It's like some little super villain.
Can it?
It looks great on you.
In flavor, can it not have a big brain and like make me stick out and awkward?
As you
I'm
wear
already a
it,
rabbit.
as you wear it, it will start to shift into something more akin to.
Goodness.
But
Well,
it always has the brain motif.
this could be useful.
What am I thinking about right now?
I use the detect thoughts. What does it sound like inside Cody's head?
Oh God.
Cody,
Oh
are you trying to save or do you just let him in?
I just let him in.
Okay. What does it sound like inside your head?
It sounds like on the surface level, thoughts. And then if he delves deeper, that goat man is in the room with me. So
I go-
play with that.
Ah!
I pull out the vial of the witch's brew stuff. I'm like,
Not yet.
it was romantic because I was imagining Solstice enjoying himself.
Sometimes I like to watch.
I rub my eyes more.
Vansel starts to.
It's what you think. Ah.
A lot of things.
don't
You can
do
check
it.
his brain,
Don't
too.
do it.
I was
I
just
just-
thinking thoughts. What's so abhorrent about that?
Cody,
That's what I was thinking.
you're inappropriate. And I'll just go back to playing my lute.
Why is it inappropriate to watch my leech love plow the fields of a new person?
I saw that. I saw that. That's all. I'll just keep playing my lute.
I'm gonna walk out the room.
And yes, I am a little insecure because he has hooves and I don't. And I don't know if Solstice would like that better than my feet. But, you know, like, that's a normal thing to think.
I spin around and I follow Jeltra. Thoughts.
You hear from your bag. And they begin to pick up the tune.
Don't breathe in.
Jeltra.
I'm not gonna breathe in. I don't wanna say hi to-
Said it, but are we camping? Let's make camp. And I sit down and I tell you to put it between
Okay,
us, and I
okay.
play the lute. Play your flute. Thoughts.
it takes it a second to figure out between the flute and the lute and the voice what it wants to do, but eventually it seems like it likes voices, so it starts to repeat after your thought song, occasionally throwing in ever on ease swear words. But
And it was shaped like a drill.
that's as you all set up for
Provide.
camp, are you like smoking your new pipe, or like are you all setting up
Sure.
a campfire, or what are you all?
I'm like arranging all the blankets, getting them prepared, and then maybe.
Is there a fireplace in this room?
There is not, but you could make one.
Set something on fire.
Is it cold?
What are you making, or what of the creatures are you making out of the smoke?
The beast of two backs.
Oh. Monsters. What monsters
I
does
take that
Solstice
one
know?
off.
I don't know, the scariest one he can think of, I guess.
It's not unicorns?
So, like,
Scariest.
Oh yeah,
sort
unicorn.
of termite.
It fills the whole space of this 1 foot cube with all of these arms and snapping mandibles, as suddenly a warmth floods from the mouthpiece of the pipe into your body,
Oh, okay.
and your creativity is restored.
Yay!
That's amazing.
You have unlocked what was taken.
Okay, so what did I decide my creativity was? Let's say I start working on that immediately.
I mean, given the nature of the smoke, would sculpture make sense?
Maybe. That sounds fun.
Deadwood sculptures?
You go grab some of the eel-infested mud from the
Scooping
scoop
it
it
out.
out and start making pottery.
There
Oddly
you go.
enough, if you reach into the mouth and just scoop, nothing
Yeah.
comes out.
Oh, that is odd.
Very weird.
We could have eels for dinner. And I start trying to grab eels from within his mouth.
And it seems that it's empty. You have the wand of smiles and secrets, and that is all.
I would just like to point out to anyone who is currently watching our Twitch and or YouTube, don't eat eels. We don't know what they are. We don't know where they come from.
We don't know how they reproduce.
Yes, just
Scientists
don't
are
eat
completely
eels.
baffled by eels and have decided to just not pursue it.
But eel sauce is fantastic.
That sounds great.
That is good.
Insert that's amore.
I'm just saying, in 500 years, there's going to be some group of modern adventurers who destroy the Eel King deep within the Bermuda Triangle and save the world from everything that is wrong with it.
And I think with that, and I keep wanting to call you Tempest. It's just that I love Tempest dearly.
We're gonna give Helena just a name tag.
Solstice.
Hello, I'm
No.
Solstice.
It doesn't help that Solstice and Tempest are very close.
But with Solstice regaining his creativity, that is where we'll end tonight. We'll pick up next time.
We are long.
Long resting.
We'll pick up next time with whatever you did before the long rest, and then
What?
maybe have a nice evening from there. No, next session you
Don't
will
make
all be
me
level
smack.
4. I will pick up so we can have any discussions you'd like to have prior to falling asleep, but you will be level 4 next time we get together.
Woohoo!
And with that,
Lords.
thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate you being here, whether it be on Twitch or on YouTube or on some app that I'm not sure about this being pirated to. If you're there, thanks.
If you're pirating this, thank you.
Yeah,
Right.
yes,
For
man.
real.
Like the
Also,
man.
we're not really getting paid that much, so...
We're not getting paid anything from like YouTube or whatnot.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you're pirating it, I hope you didn't pay someone else. That's all I'm gonna
Oh
say.
yeah, yeah. Our content is free for everybody.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
so if you paid someone to watch this episode, please
Reach out.
send us an email.
Let us know.
Reach out to your congressperson.
Yeah.
And I want to know how they got you to pay. Why can't we? It's some
And-
weird.
Thank you to those people that are supporting us financially. Of course, we never ask that of anybody. We just appreciate y'all being here. But thank you especially to Sparky, Dathibid, Daniel, Rio's mom, Alistair, Sean, Rockelman, Death's Grasp, and our newest patron, Meepo. And with that,
Do we have one?
Do it.
we do have a new one
You do?
from Meepo.
Oh, gosh.
And
no.
I will say it. Give me 1 second.
I will
It is
say.
complicated.
You
and
have
I
to
want to
read
make
it.
sure
You
that I
have to
want to
read
get it correctly.
Okay.
This new one is here, and I am not stalling to allow something to load. This new one is eventually tagline a with upcome will we.
Oh no.
Good night, everybody.
Oh.